quiet no more. This that Chit Chat with Avery. It's my time, finally shine. Here too long, now I arrive. Putting my name on the map for good. This my voice, you know I would.
These entitled guests, man. I hate them all, but I think the black ones are the ones I can't stand the most. Ooh, they get on my nerves. And I think the ones that irritate me the most, asking for the extra bottles of water, may be the Asians. They not all bad, though. Some of the black people are cool, and some of the Asians are cool. We're not gonna get into who my most disliked ethnic background is, though.
So I'm sitting down here at the pool today. Friend called and said, "Hey, let's go to the pool." I was like, "All right, guy, let's go." So here we are at the pool. Let's see if we can get him on the camera. He over there chilling. But yeah, quiet, cool, calm day. It's not the beach, but it is water. It is quiet out here. Taking this time to do some reflecting, light thought process, because I got to make some changes with the way I've been doing some things, because it's obvious the process I've been using is not working. And if you continue doing something over and over again, not getting any new results, insanity. I need new results. I need results that are going to work, that are going to change, that are going to get good results. You know what I'm saying? Positive results. Results steering me in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? That's what I need. So I'm going to use this time here at the pool today to reflect, try to figure some shit out. Because this season that I'm in right now is extremely important. I realize I'm getting a second chance. Well, let me not say a second chance. I'm getting another chance to do things the right way. I need to reevaluate, regroup. So that's what I'm going to do. Do some of that today. I hit the pool.
You know what bothers me? People who cannot carry on a decent conversation. Like, I already hate small talk as it is, but to actually engage in small talk or in talk in general with someone who cannot converse is so annoying and so stressful. Even if it's a conversation via text, via DMing, messaging, I don't care what it is. If you cannot hold a conversation, just don't try. Just say that from jump, because that will save me a lot of headache, because I won't talk to you. Like, I was just chatting with this guy on Facebook dating, and, you know, going back and forth and everything. They hit me up first, and I'm like, okay, cool. You know, asked them how they were doing, asked how I was doing. The usual pleasantries in the beginning and everything like that. And I asked, so what are you on here looking for? It's like, looking for love. I was like, oh, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I decided to come to Facebook dating to try to see if I could find the same thing, instead of trying on other sites and everything like that where everybody just wants sex. You know, I want more than sex. And I said all that. He was like, okay, cool. That's all you got to say in response to that. Okay, cool. And then I don't have my real name on there. So I was like, well, I'm Avery, by the way. He was like, okay, sir, I gotta go. I was like, well, it was nice chatting with you. I'll go back to work now. And I unmatched him because no, I'm good. Care how handsome you are, you can't even hold a basic conversation, sir. Why are we here? Seriously, why are we here? I gotta go. So I was in this table read tonight for this Reader's Theater for Atlanta Black Theater Festival. We're having like a little talk back after we went through the script and everything. And it made me realize, like, I've always known that our words have power. Always known that. But it made me realize how a lot of the things that I've been speaking over my life on a daily or a consistent basis is really feeding into my daily interactions. Words are powerful, man. Words are super powerful. Super fucking powerful. And we really need to be careful of the stuff that we put out into the atmosphere, because once it's out there, it's not coming back. We can't take it back. We can't go and retrieve it like, oh, I didn't mean to put this out here. Let me grab this for somebody to see it. That ain't how it works. Gotta be careful what we say. Have to be. It's imperative. It's imperative that we're careful of the words that we speak over other people too. Our children, especially our children. Be careful what you speak over them in the womb and once they manifest into the real realm. You know what I'm saying? Words are so powerful. So powerful. And doing this play is really making me realize that. It's making me pay closer attention to it, rather. So, moral of the story, watch your words, because they do have power. Things like this are the highlights of my job. When guests decide to be nice and bring me sweet treats. And it's red velvet.
Let me show you how to move. Let me show you how to get that bad. You ain't never.
You know, the funny thing about knowing that God has your attention or is after your attention, it's funny recognizing that, because the way it happened for me, me and God had an understanding, I had an understanding that he told me to do something. Let's call a spade a spade. God told me to do something. I was like, all right, because I gotten into reading my Bible and talking to God a lot more and everything, because like the last couple years has been rough since I stopped drinking. Honestly, since 2023, shit has just been crazy. I don't know. I started with my relationship with God and everything like that, and He had told me to do something, and I was doing good, and something happened, and that shifted everything. Like, I lost my best friend. I lost somebody very close to me. And I had I had a decision to make, and it was to either drink again or reverse, go against what God told me not to do. I wasn't about to go back to drinking, because I've come too far with that. So I wasn't about to go back to drinking. I wasn't about to do that. And I know that my friend would be just devastated if he knew that I started drinking because of him. Like, he didn't know he was gonna die. But I wasn't gonna go back to drinking. But I started doing what God had told me to stop doing. And yeah, man. God knows what to do to get your attention. God knows how to get your attention, man. He knows. And I gotta be honest. He got mine. Like, it feels weird admitting that. Not in a bad way. It doesn't feel weird in a bad way. It feels relieving. I can say that. It feels hopeful. Because I recognize that I still have that conviction. I was telling somebody this, I don't know when, it was within the past couple of weeks, Well, I'm glad that I've always had conviction when it comes to stuff. I don't, I feel bad when I do certain things. I feel bad when I do a lot of shit. Like, I really do. Like, if you know me, you know I'm petty as fuck. I will be petty until I am blue in the face. But I feel bad later on. You know, I may not ask God for forgiveness, but I feel bad. I do. I don't like, I was about to lie. Let's not do that. Let's not lie. I do feel bad when I do and say fucked up shit. I do. Like, I have morals. I'm not a horrible person. I just don't like stupid people. I don't like stupid shit, and it doesn't take a lot to irritate me. It really doesn't. But I've always had that spirit of conviction. I've always had conviction when I do and say things. And I'm glad that I've always had that. That lets me know that God is not done with me. I know that sounds cliche as hell. Sounds cliche as fuck. God is not done with me. I've come a long way, man. I have come a long way. Not just the past 3 years, but in general. But definitely in the past 3 years, baby. Definitely in the past 3 years. Yeah, you got my attention, God. You got my attention. Like, I ain't there yet, but I hear you. I hear you. Definitely.